Here we have for sale our May 2023 on a 23 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, which means it's got a 2.8 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 130 PS, which is roughly 130 brake horsepower. This is the short wheelbase, limited with our full signature styling kit on it. Of course, it's got the 6-speed manual gearbox, finished in fantastic grey matter, which is one of Ford's premium paint colours. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. I'll talk you through what makes this van one of our signature Transit Customs. We'll also have a really close look at the condition of the vehicle. Talk to you about things like its service history, etc. Seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the van, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a Limited, you get a number of elements which come colour coded in the body colour, which of course is grey matter. That includes things like the door handles, rear bumper, front bumper, bits of trim like this down the side here, all in the body colour. The first thing to note, which has been added here then, is the rear spoiler, which you can see there. That's been bonded onto the top of the rear doors, and that really does tie in very nicely with the rest of the sporty styling which you see around the rest of the van. Now there is a camera here at the top, and this is was standard specification on this year of Ford Transit Custom Limited, and this acts as a rear view mirror. Initially, when I first saw these on the road, I thought it was a bit of a strange position for it, but actually kind of used to seeing them now, and it makes a huge difference to the driving experience in the cab, which I'll show you how that works a little bit later on in the video. Now in terms of condition, and you'll see generally it is a theme as we go around this van, it is in absolutely impeccable condition. If we could buy every van like this, this would make the job very easy, especially with this spec and everything else that's on this van. Yeah, if I could buy a load of these, this would make this would make life a lot easier. But yeah, condition is absolutely fantastic throughout the vehicle. There's a tiny little touch in just there, and another tiny one just there. But really, it's being hypercritical. The paintwork is absolutely lovely. The guys have done a fantastic job in terms of preparing the van. As always, the vehicle has been fully machine polished, as the vast majority of things are, and there's a really nice, smooth, glossy finish to the paintwork. If we open up the rear doors then, we've got this little yellow arm, give that a pull, that clips into place there against the rear door, and you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. So they open right out to their full 180-degree position, and this is where we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. Now, people that are familiar with us will know that we reply line the vast majority of panel vans that come into stock, and this hasn't. This is the ply lining. This is exactly as we saw, as we found it in the back, and you can just see how clean and tidy this is and what light work this has done in its previous life. You can see the condition of the, the painted, exposed areas here, and just how clean and tidy everything is. Even the ply that's in here is in fantastic order. Lovely condition to the hard-wearing plastic floor. The bulkhead is in impeccable condition. It really is very nice in the back of here. Nice LED load light there at the top, and also some these are for loading, so you can clip things into that to help with loading as well. This was a standard package on again, this age of Transit Custom, with that LED load light there and these load-in strips at the top. If we shut the rear doors then, we continue to go around the outside of the van. Rear parking sensors come as standard. Looking down the passenger side here, so I like to look down the reflections. You can just see how clean and straight that is. It all looks absolutely original. Again, gorgeous finish to the paintwork. It's a really nice glossy and smooth finish. Absolutely stunning. The guys do a full detail on these vans, getting them ready for sale. And you can see the wheels there. These have of course been added. This is part of the signature styling package. So these are a lovely set of 18-inch caliber gloss black T-Sport alloy wheels. We fitted loads of these to Transit Customs over the years. They're such a robust wheel. We find that 18 inches is the sweet spot between practicality and look as well on the Transit Custom. So we find that the tyres wear better on the 18-inch, but also you've got a bit more sidewall to play with as well, so the wheel isn't as easy to curb as it may be on a 20-inch. So we feel that just works absolutely spot on. I think they really suit the Ford styling there as well, especially on a van like this, which is absolutely gorgeous. Sidebars have been added, roof bars have been added as well, and of course, as I say, all of that is part of the signature styling package. Opening up the side-loading door, just gives you another look from this angle. It's all looking absolutely spot on. You've got the load-through hatch as well, so you can load right the way through underneath the passenger seats. But yeah, condition is really impeccable. There's nothing to fault here. It's looking very, very nice indeed. Opening up the passenger door, you can see the condition of the door card there. The step, the floor, the passenger seats are all in brilliant order. You can flip these forward, give you a look underneath it, and again, just see how clean and tidy that is under there as well. Oh, there we go. You've got your fold down tray in the centre, a couple of couples there, and somewhere to store your paperwork. But yeah, there's no stone left unturned in here, as there always is with ourselves. It's just absolutely stunning inside, it must be said. Got the wallet and the emergency fuel filler there. If you were to ever run out of fuel, you will need that. One thing to note with this van, there is no VAT to pay. So the previous owner was not VAT registered. So yeah, we can't then charge VAT on something we haven't paid VAT on. So really nice opportunity here for anyone watching this who is not VAT registered. No VAT to pay on this particular van. Round to the front then. Big changes here around to the front part of the signature styling package. So we've got the Ford Trail front grille. That's a genuine Ford product, so top quality on that, and we think that one just looks the absolute best. And then at the bottom then, the fantastic lower splitter, which has been added as well, which is of course color coded in the body color of grey matter, but then also with these really nice gloss black details which tie in really nicely with the wheels, sidebars and everything else on the van. Lovely headlights on the Transit Custom Limited. You get this nice LED daytime running light around the outside, and I think all in all, when you combine the splitter, the grille, those headlights, so from the front quarter angle here, I think it's just such a good looking van. It really, really is. And grey matter is arguably the best colour to get one in. Yeah, again, paintwork is absolutely spot on here. A couple of tiny little stone chips here or there, but there's really not much to fault in it. It is looking absolutely gorgeous. And then finally here down the driver's side, again, just looking in the reflections here, it really is sort of like the perfect van, if I'm being completely honest. It's say really, you know, fantastic color. Condition is impeccable. You won't find a better one than this, for which is, you know, over 2 years old, this van. You won't find one as clean as this. I'd be very confident as that. Looking at the seat here, the driver's armrest, and I don't like saying stuff like that. That sounds very sort of salesman-y, but yeah, this really is that clean and tidy. We do have previous Ford service history with the van as well, so it was serviced when it reached 2 years old, so in May of 2025. So we put it through our workshop, of course, for a health check, but there's nothing to find. It was all absolutely spot on. 2 full flip remote keys come with the vehicle, leather multifunctioning steering wheel, and you can just see, you know, you've still got that sort of matte feeling to the leather on the steering wheel, which is very, very nice. Cruise control on the left-hand side, onboard computer controls on the right-hand side, 14,870 miles. See it's all idling there, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Into the centre then, you've got the Sync 3 screen, so you've got DAB radio on here. You can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, and this is where your parking sensor is displayed when you put the vehicle into reverse. Down below then, you've got air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen and heated door mirrors. All of that comes as standard on the limited model. And the left hand side then, you've got a USB and a 12-volt socket just there. 6-speed manual gearbox, again nowhere to the gear knob, which is very nice, and a nice little flip down cup holder just there as well. A couple of tiny little marks to the plastic just there, but again, that's being highly critical. Into the center then, this is that rear view mirror cam, which I mentioned. Really clear and sharp picture. You can alter things like the brightness and the positioning, so you can sort of tilt it up and down a little bit if you want to. So you can just see a little bit of movement there for adjustment. And what's really nice, whereas on a normal rear view mirror, say in a car, you've got this little button, this little sort of lever under here, and that would be for your anti-glare. Well, when you do that, it actually just turns the camera off, so then you're back to a mirror, which I think is really nicely done. So just to summarize then, 2023 on a 23 plate Ford Transit Custom Signature 280 model, so 2.8 tons gross vehicle weight, 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine, 130 PS, Short wheelbase, finished in grey matter, no VAT to pay, previous Ford service history, absolutely fantastic condition throughout, it must be said. Very, very nice indeed. Short wheelbase. This one will not be with us long, I can assure you of that. They just never are in this sort of colour and condition, and especially with no VAT as well. You have got manufacturer's warranty on this until May of 2026, which is of course a nice little added bonus as well. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, whether that be for limited companies or for private individuals, of course, subject to status and acceptance. So by all means, get in contact if you'd like a quote for finance. We can run you through that. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. If you'd like to see the full advert, head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk, and that's where you'll find the price, the description and the photography of this van, and of course all of the others that we've currently got advertised as well. Thank you very much for watching.